Hello everyone, welcome to the very first edition of Family Life with Florence. I know a lot of you have been anticipating that, okay, what is this FLF that Florence has been posting on her Facebook wall for some days now and all that. One thing I just want to assure you of is that these videos are going to be very inspiring, informative, and very entertaining. It's just going to be all about family life, marriage, just like I wrote on my wall. Marriage, courtship, finance, what's it called, food, different, everything as far as family life is concerned. That's what these videos will be all about. So without much ado, let us just go right into today's topic. So in today's video, I want us to look into a particular topic, and that is, are you actually ready? Now, when people see you advance in age and all that, people start asking, oh, when are you getting married? Who is your fiancé? Who is your fiancé? And things like that. But I want you to actually sit down and judge yourself. I want to talk to the singles today, especially the men. Are you actually ready for this marriage that you are so eager to go in and all that? Because a lot of singles are always looking forward to getting married. They just want to get married now and things like that. Probably because so that they'll be able to have the right to have a legitimate sex or something like that. But there are some things that you really need to consider before taking that step of entering marriage and things like that. Now, physical maturity, okay, we might be talking about age and all that, but there's also other maturities that you need to consider before going into taking that step of getting married. And that I want us to discuss one of them today, and that is what financial maturity. Now, let me quickly put this to you. Have you ever heard of a situation whereby a woman left a particular man because maybe the man can't cook, he doesn't know how to cook, or he doesn't know how to clean, how to wash clothes or something like that? No, I don't think anyone will ever do that. Do you understand? And I don't think there is any situation whereby a particular man left a woman because she can't she doesn't have a very good source of income, a strong source of income or something like that. Because we all know each person's primary role in marriage. As much as you should go into marriage to be an asset, you should go into marriage to be to support each other. Of course, we all know our primary roles, but you can support each other in your roles. But we all know our primary roles, which we have to be good, strong in, and things like that. Now, as a single man that is advancing in age and all that, don't allow anyone to push you into marriage if you know that you are not yet financially stable. Do you understand? Because you are the one that will be the main provider. Do you understand? In terms of footing the bills in the home and all that. The Bible says something that if a man does not provide for his household, that he is more than an infidel. Do not give me of an infidel. That is somebody that is humanizing, that is not faithful to his wife and all that. So that is who God equates a man that is not providing for his household. That's who God equates such a man with. Do you understand? But there's no place in the Bible that says that, if a woman does not provide for her home or something like that. Do you understand? If you check the Bible very well, it talks about a woman being a keeper at home. That is talking about the home management, being a keeper at home and things like taking care of the children, taking care of the home front, cook the food, things like that and all that. That doesn't mean that a woman should not, work or have something doing. Do you understand? So, but I'm just talking about the primary role of each person now in this video. So, don't rush into marriage all because maybe you are advancing in age and all that. Let me tell you something. If you have people that usually give you money currently, are you listening to me? Maybe you have one uncle somewhere, one elder brother somewhere, one elder sister somewhere, one auntie somewhere, one person somewhere that usually maybe friends or something. As soon as you get married, all those things will stop. Trust me. Because, being that you are still single now, they still see you as maybe their younger brother, their younger cousin, or something like that. But as soon as you get married, everybody starts seeing you as a grown-up adult. They start seeing you as a man in his own right. Do you understand? As somebody that is responsible and that should be able to be independent enough. Do you understand? So all those things will stop. Do you understand? In fact, some of them will even block you from even reaching them if you are disturbing them too much. Now, another thing is that as a single man, if you're still with your parents, probably you are not paying rent, You are not the one, putting food on the table in terms of, buying food stuff and all that. You're not the one footing the bills as far as electricity is concerned and all that. But the thing is, as soon as once you get married, don't forget that you be the only one to be doing all this. Probably while you're still with your parents, of course, you probably usually support them monthly with some amount of money. Do you understand? Of course, as a responsible son, you want to support them, maybe give them some amount every month and all that. But now, as soon as you get married, you be the only one. Do you understand? To be footing all the bills, the rent, the electricity bill, the food, especially food, takes a lot of money. Do you understand? Food and different bills like that. Waste disposal, different things, different bills like that. By the time you get married, a lot of bills will coming up and all that, and you be the only one to handle it. So now you need to look into very that are you capable? There was particularly, I think, few months ago, my husband was telling me that a friend of his, quite a younger friend of his, was about getting married, and what's important, the friend gave him the IV and all that. So I was like, oh, that's great, that I also like to attend and things like that. So as we're not talking about married life, because we're inside the car going, so we're not talking about married life and all that. And I was not telling my husband, do you know what? On wedding day, when people are greeting the couple, the new couple, that happy married life, I think they should, although it was just a joke though, I was just joking, but so I was not telling my husband that it's good for people to be adding it as well, that welcome to responsibility. As they're greeting them happy married life, they should also be adding welcome to responsibility, because what, married life is huge. It comes with huge responsibility. Do you understand? So it's very, very important for you to look into this very well before you go into marriage, because lack and insufficiency can actually exert a lot of pressure on love life in marriage. Do you understand? It will be as if the two of you didn't like each other before, maybe you didn't love each other before, because by the time the stress, the pressure of lack starts coming in. Do you understand? Probably there's no food in the house, this need is not yet met, that need is not yet met. Your wife won't even be ready for sex, even if you want it. That said, that has pushed you to even enter marriage so quickly without preparing very well for it and all that. She won't really be interested. You understand? Because there's so much pressure, and all this avoidable friction here and there. But when there is good flow of money, you see that everybody be smiling, everybody be happy. I'm not saying that your wife should be materialistic or no, and all that, but there are some basic needs that should be provided for. Do you understand? Now, the thing is, I'm not trying to say that you should be a millionaire or something before you enter marriage, but at least there should be a good, you should be strong financially to be able to, meet the basic needs, food, rent, electricity, all those things. I think for the first 9 months before your children start coming in, do you understand? You should be able to take care of two people as a man. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is quite very important for you to know. Just like I said earlier, family members can rally around you, to do wedding for you. Do you understand? Probably while you are still single, they usually give you money, this one give you this stipend, that one give you some penny and things like that. But there's one adage in Yoruba, in my my dialect, that says that people can rally around you, they can support you to do a wedding, but nobody will help you to take care of your wife. That is, nobody will help you to give your wife soup money. Do you understand? That's like, it's just an adage. So what that implies is that they can help you, support you to do a wedding, and all that, but after the wedding you are on your own. Do you understand? You're on your own with God. That's how you suppose you're on your own with God. Do you understand? You have to foot all your bills all by yourself and all that, and then you don't want to start exposing yourself to collecting things from relatives, from parents and things like that. That is not good enough, because by doing that you are exposing your marriage, your home, to what's the third party. Because if you are living off somebody, if there's a relative that used to give you food, before you can eat, you and your wife and all that, they have the power to control your home. That is it. Because somebody you are living off, you won't be able to say no to that person. Somebody you are living off, be able to know things that are going on, because by the time they start asking questions about what's going on between you and another, you start telling them everything, and that's not good at all. Because it's good for you to protect your marriage, that your extended family members don't know what's going on in your marriage. Just know the two of you are fine. Do you understand? That's always the best if you want to have a very peaceable marriage and a successful marriage. It's not always good to involve third party to know your marital affairs, everything going on in your home. But by the time you're living off somebody that you can't eat, you can't do anything, you can't pay any bill, without the support of extended family members and all that, how do you want to protect your home from such influence and some avoidable issues and all that? Do you understand? So it's very important for you to look into this and you as a single lady, before you and your fiance start thinking about getting married and things like that, you need to look into it very well, plan very well. It's good to be very, one thing I hate in this life is self-deception. Do you understand? Even if people are trying to deceive you, try not to deceive yourself. Be very truthful and very honest with yourself. Do you understand? So try and look at it very well, that can you be able to handle your the financial demands, the financial demands that comes with married life. Can you be able to handle? If you can, then wait. There's no rush in this thing. Nobody is on a queue that okay, it's your turn and you have to go before the next person. No, anybody that is ready can go and get married. You understand? That your friend got married last month does not mean you too must get married in the next 3 months or something. No, you have to look at different factors, your own condition, and be sure that you are actually ready to get married before you go get married. Also, as a lady, that your husband has your husband to be rather has a good job doesn't mean that you shouldn't have anything doing. As far as much as was providing is not your own primary role, that doesn't mean that you should go into marriage being to be a full liability on somebody, or having to be calling home your parents to send you money and all that. No, that's not too good at all. Do you understand? Remember when I and my husband were cutting, then I just got back from the UK, I had my master's in the UK and all, and then I was trying to look for a good job and things like that. And then I wasn't getting the kind of job that I wanted. So I just got one small job somewhere that I was doing, and of course I was being paid, but the money wasn't that much like I really wanted. So my husband now came up with the matter of, okay, let's get married. I was like, no. In fact, I remember telling him categorically that no, that he shouldn't even bring that at all, because I'm not ready for marriage yet, because I want to get a very good job and all that. How will I enter marriage, not having something, a very good source of income and things like that. So, as a lady, you should have a skill, or maybe a job or something that at least you can safely take care of yourself. Maybe probably not something big yet. I'm not saying that you should become a millionaire before you can marry or something, but can you actually take care of yourself as a person? Can you also support? Do you understand? Sometimes you may need your support financially, and you are both just starting out, so it's not good for you to go into marriage empty-handed. Do you understand? What if there is a conflict in between the two of you, and of course you need money, maybe for food or for a toiletry or something? Do you understand? Because because you can't do without his money, you are now going back to begging, when probably is wrong and you are right in that situation, and probably you need to stand your ground in order for him to to be able to shift from his own wrong ground or something like that. But because you can't do without his money, you start what's compromising. Do you understand? I'm not saying that you should let conflict to linger. Do you understand? But no, I'm trying to say. So if you can't do without his money and all that, then another thing is that some men can insult women if they don't, because you will lose respect with him, because you can't do anything without him. Do you understand? You can't buy 100 naira tomato because without him, you can't do anything without him. That's like was losing respect with him. That's just the sincere truth. Some men will insult some women because of that and things like that. So it's very important for that. And of course, thank God for all these skills nowadays, all the digital skills, the web designing, graphics designing, the different skills like that, content creation, copywriting, different things that people are doing now online, making money online and things like that. So of course you can try and learn all those ones too, maybe some handiwork, tailoring, fashion designing rather, hairstyling and things like that. There are different things that you can do. So financial maturity is highly important for the two of you to have it, for at least for you to have just enough to start with. Do you understand? I mean, sufficient source of income for the two of you to start. You don't have to have a big TV or everything big before you end the start, but at least can you what's gonna meet your basic needs, food, clothing, shelter, things like that, food to your bills, without having to look up to any relative, or without having to call on any friend, and of course you start getting better from there, not that you just stay in one position. You start looking for more sources of income, because of course you can have multiple sources of income. You don't have to stay with one thing. Do you understand? So these things are very, very important for you to look into. So do not deceive yourself. Look into it very well. Don't let anybody push you into marriage if you are not yet ready. Look into it very well. Be sure that you can foot your bills adequately. The basic needs, you can meet them before you consider entering marriage. This is very, very important, just to avoid all the friction that lack of money bring in marriage. Ask from any married person that will be very truthful and honest with you. They'll tell you that money matter is a major matter in marriage, because a lot of friction, a lot of issues in marriage which you don't want to get involved in. So till I see you again next week Tuesday in another video, have a great day, a great week, and a great life. Bye.